That was insane. I love that.
Yeah, I dyed my hair red for Wildcat's revenge.
Let's talk about amusement parks, slide rides, it rides in the dark. Rides right here, it rides all over, but mostly coasters, mostly coasters. We'll talk about all kind of things, but mostly coasters.
Alrighty, back at Hersheypark for day 2. I think the plan for today is to get on the coasters that we weren't able to get on yesterday, and then just do whatever the heck else we feel like. First new credit of the day is Coco Cruiser. Tavi, how was Coco Cruiser?
I'm not a Jolly Rancher.
Yeah, I guess one thing I didn't mention in the other videos, like they have a cute little like candy theming for the height requirements, and Jolly Rancher is the tallest one, and Javi's not there yet. But now it looks like Wildcat's Revenge is actually open, so we're finally gonna get to go on that. Was that your favorite RMC?
Yeah, I dyed my hair red for Wildcat's revenge.
That was insane. I love that. Positive G-forces, lateral G-forces, negative G-force. I mean, it whipped us to the side as much as possible. The little loop to hold on to was fun, but more importantly than that, it threw you around in every direction possible. It had every type of thing you could feel on a coaster.
Yes.
Definite, right out of the gate, 10 out of 10. Everything about it was absolutely phenomenal. My expectations were blown out of the water. We're gonna go head to Storm Runner now, so we'll have gotten all the coasters that we missed yesterday. Good way to start the day for sure.
You ready? Here we go.
That was very, very freaking fun. What did you think?
I loved it. It has so much gumption. It was so fun. It was the first launch in a long time that made me go, oh.
Phenomenal launch. Way more to it than the other accelerator coasters. I think I like it best for that reason alone. The top hat's really good. We liked it better in the front row. I feel like you get popped out of your seat more aggressively and stay out longer. The inversions were fun. The barrel roll up in the sky was like
So cool.
really fun, and then you keep twisting. Not the longest ride in the world, but when you're used to shorter coasters than this for the model, it's great. Now we're gonna hop on Mixed. It looks like you're gonna collide with everyone else on the ride. Looks like it should be interesting. You excited?
Yeah, it looks cool.
What'd you think? Not worth it at all. You get stuck on top of the ride for like 5 minutes while they're loading the other cycle, and in the sun, it was bad.
Yeah, not worth it.
Hard restraints, hard headrests, so it's just like hard plastic. Javi hit her head and it outshied, and now she doesn't feel great. It was like floating, an okay ride, but bad overall. Now we're going on the monorail to take a little scenic tour of the park, take a little break, and do something that kiddos can go on. You want to go on the ride?
That was a cute little monorail.
Honestly, if you don't feel like going into the zoo, I feel like you can see like a majority of it from up there, right? Because we looked at all the animals they had, and I think we saw all of them, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
We also saw a decent number of little kids rides that mostly just spin in circles, but it looks like they have a decent variety, some of which parents can go on with their kids, some of which the kids have to go on by themselves. So I think we'll check out a couple of those next. Yay! Now we're gonna go on a ride that everyone can enjoy. The Carousel, we can all go on. This one, this one, this one, this one, all of them. Now we're doing Fahrenheit again because it's one of the few rides that we want to re-ride that we haven't re-ridden yet. I had a lot of fun on this one. I really want to get back on it. Oh, so now you'll remember it. Fahrenheit round 2, do you remember it now?
Yeah, it was really good. I liked it a lot.
It's so good. That first drop is crazy, of course, going 97 degrees towards the ground. It's amazing. It's just so forceful. Every single valley of that, every turn is just positive G-forces, great whippy moments, and then even a very seemingly out of nowhere airtime hill that ejects you out of your seat. It is just so much fun. Oh, also the vertical lift, always fun, right?
This park has a lot of intense rides, which is really fun and neat.
I agree. Javi was right. She said pandemonium suits the park well. I completely agree because it's a nice, less intense ride, but still big and fast. So I think this park is well-rounded. Has a lot of stuff suited to our likings, especially with the 2 coasters that reopened today, Storm Runner and Wildcat's Revenge. Lots of intensity, lots of airtime, lots of positive G-forces, lots of things to whip you around in every direction. Incredibly fun coaster lineup. And we've done it all except for the other side of Lightning Racer now. We did the Thunder side. Time to do the Lightning side. Are we going to be the winners?
Yeah, we might.
And now we're gonna go on the Ferris wheel. I really need to get on this Ferris wheel to get footage of the park, but it says no single riders. And Javi's terrified of Ferris wheels, so she's taking one for the team and letting me get some footage on it. How you doing? Javi, how was the Ferris wheel?
Not bad.
Yeah, what was your favorite part about it?
The view.
Were your eyes open for the view or were you maybe sleeping?
Maybe sleeping.
It loads very slowly, but you do get a nice long ride cycle, so you get to spin around quite a few times. So if you want good views and good footage, I recommend it, but only then. It was a fun time, good views, good stuff. Good nap for this one. And now we're going on Wildcat's Revenge again, right? So this is one of those examples of where they could have shade in the park, but don't. They have like little wooden structures right there with hooks on them that they could clip stuff onto, but they don't have it. It seems a little silly to not have shade where it's very, very easily possible. So we went on again, and that is high up in the rankings, like defo top 10, maybe top 5, maybe even number 1. That thing, it is just non-stop. I mean, I don't know how to explain it other than like non-stop and aggressive. Is that accurate?
Intense.
The inversions too are like the whippiest inversions on an RMC. It does not get much better than that. Now we're rewriting this death trap of fun. Oh my God, so we just did front row on Sky Rush. I sat on a wing seat. That was so smooth. The back in the wing seat was pretty shaky earlier or yesterday, and in the front row it was so smooth, but just as crazy other than the first drop. But everything else was so aggressive still. Sitting on the outside, like every element is just like more exaggerated. So on the turns, you just get thrown around so much more. Going into the airtime hills, the ejector airtime is the strongest I've ever felt on any ride. It's that nuts. And then we did the back row. I rode in a middle seat, not a wing seat this time, and it was way smoother than the wing seats. So the wing seats are gonna give you a more extreme experience, but the inside seats are gonna be smoother. So pick your preference on that. But I've loved every single seat. It's a phenomenal ride regardless of where you're sitting. Now there's inclement weather, so Javi and I are going to take a little break at the adjacent chocolate world where they have all kinds of chocolatey handy stuff as well as food, a whole ride. Gonna have a fun time over the next hour or so while the weather is bad. So we had a little weather delay, which was not the worst thing in the world. A lot of the park is cleared out. The weather feels a lot nicer than the 96 or whatever it was earlier.
The heat wasn't the killer, it was the sun.
Yeah, I don't know. Ouch. I put sunscreen on 3 times. Javi can vouch for me.
You sure did. You
Just sweated right the heck off after putting it on. But we're gonna make the most out of the last hour and a half we have. It looks like rides are testing to open back up. I think we may just do Wildcat until park close, unless something catches our fancy on the way over. We're like 4 rides into a marathon, like 7 rides overall. Having so much fun. It's rewritable for how intense it is. Oh, and one of the rides, they dispatched a train so quickly that we were going through the last inversion while the train behind us was going through the pre-lift section underneath us. Very, very fun. We're gonna get some night rides now, so that'll look a lot like this. This park is such a vibe at night. I wish they were open later on more days because the sun doesn't really set till like 8:45. So it'd be really nice if they just had more time with the sun down and the like lights on and everything because it's so fun at night. That was the most fun ride I've ever had on a boomerang ever. We did Jolly Rancher Remixed at night, and the lights were just so fun, weren't they?
Yeah, they were fun. I like it a lot.
Toss you around a little bit more than the first time you said, but still fun.
Yeah, it's so much more enjoyable with those restraints.
What a way to elevate an otherwise. What would otherwise be probably by far the worst ride that we've done this trip. Now, like probably in the upper half, like really, really freaking fun. Dude, does it look like it's been a long day at the park? Because it has. Open to close. We were there for, holy crap, we were there for 13 hours almost. I just Hersheyed in my pants.
Okay. Anyway, final thoughts. Hershey is a really cool park, really great place to go. I actually found myself texting my friends who are uninterested in roller coasters in the same way that Mario is interested in roller coasters, that Hersheypark is like a really cool, fun place to go that they would enjoy. And I don't think I've ever done that at a park before. So I obviously very much enjoyed it from, you know, a GP standpoint. It was a lot of fun. The food was delicious. The gift shop was great. Chocolate World was really impressive. Coaster lineup is fantastic.
Fantastic.
Unmatched.
I think what you're getting at is that there's like so much to do and there's something for everyone to do, I think. Yeah.
Just a really fun family park. It's so fun that it's a family park, like in terms of theming and the different activities and opportunities that they provide. But then the lineup for the coasters is pretty adult. Like those are.
I didn't know that was gonna come out of your mouth. Hersheypark After Dark.
No, they're not like X-rated. They're just, the coasters are really intense. At the end of the night, when I was absolutely exhausted, I made Mario a list of things that I was willing to redo. I had 6 things on that list, like, and they were all coasters. It was that much fun.
Yeah. Thanks for watching. Make sure to give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe and turn on notifications for more content like this. And until next time.